everyone and welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all well. So this video has turned out a little different than I thought it would be. I thought we would be going off to a competition down at Aldinga, but instead we are going to be prepping for a very, very hot day tomorrow. So it is forecast to be, I think, about 38 or 39 degrees Celsius here. So this evening I'm out here going to give Bella a ride. She knows it, she's going to take off. And because I'm not going to be able to ride tomorrow. Oh, see you, Belle. Maybe not. And yeah, we're just going to prep the property ready for a very hot day tomorrow. So it's a matter of freezing some ice blocks for the chickens to put in their water, making sure that all the animals have fresh water and they have access to shade, and yeah, just getting everything all ready. So I thought it's not going to be a competition vlog this time. It's just going to be, yeah, a bit of a moochie around the farm. I'll update you on the sheep as well, what's going on with them. And yeah, so I'll just give Belly a ride. I'll tack her up. I've got my new outfit on. And I've also got a new saddle blanket to match. So you'll be able to check that out in just a sec. I'm going to go catch her. I'm going to need two hands. So I'll put you guys down and I'll see you when we're tacked up. I'm not going to bore you too much with too much walk. But I have just been warming her up. And we've been having our usual left rein argument. And I just wanted to explain to you, and for my future reference too, when I watch it back, is I need to have more of a following hand, which I'm trying to achieve right now. I'm trying to talk to her down the reins with just little tiny lemon squeezies on each rein, little play, just to get that bit kind of moving a little bit in her mouth, so she's remembering to listen to that communication. And she's not doing it now, but before she was giving me her, oh, here she goes, Bub, might not be able to see that. She was giving me her neck bend, so I could see her eye, her inside eye and her inside nostril. But just here on this corner, she gives me more neck bend, but her right shoulder bulges out. So I have to keep her nose in front of her chest. It's got to move the shoulders over and, what would Lucy say? Straighten up the wheel. So it's much better now. And then she swings her hindquarters in, so I've got to do a stirrup step and make sure my inner seat bone is off. Walk on. See there, I block for some reason because I'm thinking about my seat, and then my knees creep up and I block a bit with my hands and I forget to follow with my hands, which then shuts her down. So much going on. Good girl. Good girl. So that's much better on the left now. I use these little blue blocks because I find, here we go, I've lost her because she went crooked. So hands up. I was going to go over the poles then, but I won't while she's like this. That's it, soft. So little lemon squeezies down the right. Yeah, good girl. So I want her stepping through because I want to improve those walk scores. Okay, we might turn here and we'll go down the poles. I'm going to turn her shoulders, so I'm turning with my outside rein. Yep. Good girl. Follow, follow, follow. Good girl. They're actually set at a trot distance, so they're a bit... Right, we'll change the rein. So we move that outside, outside, outside. Good girl. Soft, 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 soft. Soft with the elbows, soft with the shoulders. Sit tall. Breathe out to engage the core. Drop the knees. And soften the hips. Soggy bum. Good girl. Up. Squeezy, 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 squeezy. Yeah. Overcook. Come on, no stopping. Good girl. Good girl. So we're going to go up into, so here she's giving me left shoulder bulge. And see, when I ask her to straighten, I get that resistance. So I have to be a bit softer. Yeah, good girl. Softer and ride straight lines, even though we're on a circle. And that's where my blue blocks give me a bit of a guide. Good, 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 good. Good girl. Much better. Soft, soft, soft. Here I lose her. Here I lose her. Here I lose her. Here I lose her. Good girl. So here we soften. Ask for a bit of bend. Bend. Here I lose her. So try and support with my seat and my thighs. That was a little bit better. A little bit better. Good girl. A little bit of bend. A little bit of bend. So here I lose the outside shoulder. So I'm going to go a little bit more outside. Talk down the rein. That was better. Better. Much better. Good girl. Good. 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 Now come round. Oh, good girl. Keep her. Keep it. Keep it. Keep it. Thighs. Talk. 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 Good girl. Talk. Good. 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 So I'm gonna go large and then straighten the wheelbarrow. Good girl. Good. Good. Good girl. Don't let those thighs, don't let those hindquarters step out. Yeah, lost her. Lost. Terrible. Up. Soft. Good. Good girl. Good pulse. Soft. Good girl. Good. Nice left rein. Good. Good girl. Good. Loser. Strong seat. Strong leg. Good girl. Good. Yeah, do a stretch. Legs. Soft. And trot. Good girl. Good. Legs. How are we done? Oh, I think we're both a bit sweaty now. It's quite warm this evening. So I'm glad I got that right in though. And how good does her new saddle blanket look? It's going to be all sweaty. And would you believe she's already starting to lose her summer coat? Even though we're only really at the start of summer. But that's what they do, isn't it? Start to shed, ready for the next season. Oh, I know, you're very sweaty, darling. You worked hard. We had a few arguments there. Yeah, good girl. Working on that canter and those canter transitions, but it's just going to take lots of time, lots of practice, okay? Lots of patience. Just got to keep rinse, repeat. Rinse and repeat, eh, Belle? Yeah. You did good, considering you haven't been worked since Monday and it's now Saturday. Yeah, there's a whole week with no work. And then Mama takes you out there. Oh, look at that. Now, where's my little sponge? Okay, here we are the next day. Got my ice ready for the chickens. So I'm just about to go and let them out and see how they're going. So in through the gate we go. And yes, I'm looking a little strange. I'll show you the whole outfit shortly. But I thought I would get dressed in this because this is what I would put on if we were faced with, come on gate, shut. There we go. If we were faced with a bushfire. So today fire weather warning is extreme, which is not too bad because we don't have high winds. So even though we've got high temperature, we don't have high wind. If we've got really high winds and high temperature, the index could go up to, I think, catastrophic. I think we've got another level before that level. So today is not actually too bad, but if we had a catastrophic day, not to say that a fire can't happen today, but all it means is that the fire would travel not as quickly. So you've got more chance of defending your home and your animals and your pets. And anyway, I'm not like a guru on all of this, but having a farm where we do, you know, we are in a high risk bushfire area. So we do get prepared by clearing as much as we can, all the, you know, not doing very good with the gates, am I? I'm trying to talk and do stuff at the same time. So I'm just going to let the chickies out. I mean, I am actually a little bit later coming out this morning. I was feeling a little bit strange this morning. I was a little bit dizzy for some reason, but anyhow, here we are letting the chickens out. So I will pop their ice block. So I froze these last night. I'll pop this into their little water. So I'll just flip you guys around. Don't know how I can do that. Ooh, there we are. I didn't bring my big tripod, so we're just on the little handheld, but you can see the little chickies there. That's one of the young ones scooting around. All right, so I'll just pop the water into. So that's a nice big ice block there, so that'll take a while to defrost. I got a few more, so I'll come out during the day and re-top it up. It's actually not too bad. It's about 30, don't know if you can see my face. I think I just had a look, it's about 31 degrees and it's around 10 o'clock in the morning. So yeah, it is going to get pretty warm when you think it's already that heat. And you can feel it already, the sun. So I'm going to head on down now to check the horses and give them their breakfast and put their fly veils on. It's a bit of a catch-22 because ideally I would like them to be in Bella's small yard because she has no trees. And at the moment, as you can see, it's just pretty much, I mean, there's little tiny pickings, but it's pretty much bare ground. So this is what I would call my fire paddock. So if we were faced with, you know, a fire or flames, which we have had in the past, but that's a whole different story, I'd want them in here because they've got more chance. There will be less embers falling. The fact that there's not a lot of feed on the ground means that hopefully the fire, they would be protected. There's not a lot to burn. So this would be the ideal spot to put them. But of course, it's, yeah, when it is a high fire day, it means it's a really hot day and they really want the shade. So what I've done is I leave that gate open. They can roam around, they can get under the trees, and animals are pretty smart. So you'd find, well, you know, there's probably stats on it all, but yeah, when there are fires, animals do make their way to bare paddocks or waterways or places where they are safe from the fire. That's not to say that some don't perish, it's pretty horrible, but you know, they are pretty clever. And part of my bushfire plan would be, if we've got stacks and stacks of time, I would load them in the float and get them into our local town. I would go to the pony club grounds, or I've got some friends that have got small acreage in town, which would be safe. But that is only if we had plenty of time, because the last thing you want is to be stuck in the car with your horses in a float and be trapped, because fire can move very quickly, and yeah, you could very well get trapped and then they're in a worse situation. They would have been better off at home finding a space where they were safer. So anyway, banging on about the fire. It's a scary proposition, isn't it? But that's what we live with here in Australia, and I wanted to show you a you know, a hot summer's day and what we're faced with. So anyhow, I'll get on. I'm going to feed the ponies, and then I'll just take you on down to the sheep and we'll have a chat about them. Give them their food under the tree. So I've made it, I don't know if you can see that, extra sloppy, so they get some nice hydration. Who have we got? We got Miss Bella, she's followed. There, that's better. Under the tree, my darling. Here he comes. Oh my goodness, don't let me miss out on my breakfast. Oh, how funny. So I have put their fly veils on. Again, it's another catch-22, because in the event of a fire, you don't want any rugs, you don't want any fly veils, you don't want anything on the horses, because if embers did hit them or they were caught in some flames, you don't want anything melting to them. So yeah, nothing should be on them really. So if, yeah, that would be my first port of call. If it was upon us, I would be out here getting their fly veils off and trying to move them into Bella's bare paddock, and then go through the rest of the fire plan. We do have sprinklers. Sorry guys, it's probably really loud. We do have sprinklers on the roof of the house. So, and we have a petrol pump to run that, which runs from our rainwater tanks and then kind of just keeps going around and around. And we also try and keep 2 acres of lawn around the house. We do have some big gum trees studded in the lawn, which are absolutely stunning, but for this time of the year are a little bit of a concern, because again, flames and embers will drop. Embers can actually travel, oh, I can't remember what they say now, at least 3 kilometres. So that is always a concern. I know when we very first bought the property, we went to a CFS, a Country Fire Service. They run sort of classes where you can go and learn, and they help you to work out a fire plan for your property. They're very, very good. It's all run by volunteers really. So big asset to local communities. And I remember sitting there thinking, what have we done? Because we'd only just bought the property. And I thought, oh my goodness, the threat, the fire threat. But anyway, it's only really for a couple of months that we have that kind of anxious time. And the rest of the time, we both absolutely adore living here. So it's kind of, it's worth it, I think. And if you're well prepared, you know, that gives you a little bit of peace of mind. You keep on top of everything. We try to. It's hard. We've got 40 acres, so it's a lot to keep on top of. Anyway, I'm raving on. Just going to walk past the cows. They're all under the shade, so I'll let you have a little gander at them, and then we'll head on down and check out the sheep, make sure they've got fresh water and shade. Hello boys. Hello. So they got this nice shady spot here up near the house, and we replaced, it's still here, we've got this small water trough, that's what we had in this paddock, but we've replaced it with that really big one, and that's working out much better because cows drink a lot. We're used to the sheep, and even though we had between 30 and 40 sheep, they didn't drink anywhere near, sorry I'm hovering on the water trough, it's a bit boring, they don't drink anywhere near as much as these cows. So these cows, they were in the what we call our back paddock, which has a dam, so we didn't have to worry, but yeah, we do have to make sure that that trough's filled up, which it is. Andrew checked it late yesterday, and we'll come out and check it again after lunch. So the sheep have found a nice shady spot as well. They got plenty of shade in there. Whoops, I've disturbed them. Sorry guys. So we have put the ram in. So we now only have five girls, 5 ewes. So we've cut our numbers way back. We did have a bit over 30. But lambing is stressful time when you've got that many, especially working full time. And yeah, Andrew's here. He did deliver a couple. We didn't lamb last year, we lambed the year before, but we had a horrific fox issue. So yeah, we decided we'd cut the numbers back because sheep are a lot of work for not a lot of return, and even though we're a hobby farm, we still, you know, it's a lot of work for not a lot of return. So it's pretty labour intensive. So we figured that the cows would be a bit less labour intensive for a bigger return. So that's why we decided to go with the cattle. So we've just got 4 cattle, 4 Black Angus for now. I'm just going to go through the fence, so I'll see you on the other side. Just heading back up to the house now, and it is getting quite warm now. The wind's picking up a touch. I just hope it doesn't get too windy. But yeah, so my fire outfit. It's high vis, obviously, so that if, you know, you can be seen, because that is one thing that surprised me when we went to this talk about bushfires, how even though it can be the middle of the day, when it hits, it goes almost like it's nighttime. So it just, the smoke and everything, it just gets really, really dark. So you really want high vis, and I've got reflectors. I don't know how I can show you my pants. I'll set up the tripod in a sec. Yeah, so you got reflectors on. It's also all cotton, because cotton obviously is not as flammable. I think it also has a bit of a coating, so it is kind of fire resistant, if you like. I don't really want to test it. I've also got boots. I don't know that I have the right boots. Boots are a bit of a problem. So I've got leather boots, but I think my soles might still melt. So I have to look into that a bit more. But yeah, I'm just coming up the hill. Sorry, I'm a bit puffy. But yeah, all looks good at the moment. Not too much wind. Everyone's in the shade and everyone's got water. And we'll do some inside jobs today, I think. Probably play with my computer. I did actually get a nice Apple laptop, so I can do all my editing, which is great, on the computer. So I'm learning all about that. Next thing might be a vlogging camera, you never know. Get better content. But I think the phones do pretty good. Anyway, I'm getting sidetracked. So I might just set you guys up on the table here. Should really be out here cleaning outdoor furniture because we're hosting Christmas this year and haven't done too much. And everything's covered in little bird poops, which I think probably happens the world over. There we go. Let's move this out of the way. So I don't know, you can probably see that a little bit better now. So you can see the reflectors here, the yellow, nice bright yellow. And it's actually, even though it's a long sleeve top, it actually keeps you a bit cooler because it is cotton. So yeah, this would be, whoops, there I am. This would be my look We do also have big firefighting hose. We have a firefighting unit as well that we can hook up to the back of the car. We have, probably see all my spider webs. I don't know if you can see the sprinkler there. So we have sprinklers, they're dotted all around the house. So they would get put on as well. So yeah, I think we're pretty organised. Of course, in the heat of the moment, no pun intended, things will get a little bit crazy. But you like to think you keep your head. I would actually prefer to load the car up, get all the animals sorted, load the dog in the car and get out of here. But having, like I said, we did go through a bit of a bushfire when we first moved in. Well, not a bit of, a lot of. Our neighbour actually lost their whole 40 acres. It was all black. The house didn't get burnt though. The CFS managed to save their house. And for us, luckily the wind changed, but it did take out 5 acres of our back paddock. And that was pretty confronting. I was actually at work. It was New Year's Eve. I was working and Andrew was here on his own. I told him to get in the car and get to me because I wanted to know that he was okay. We didn't have the dog then and we didn't have any stock. We had the horses though. But he is a stay and defend, obviously. He couldn't leave. He went down to help a neighbour. And then when the wind changed and took it our way, the neighbour said, you better get home or leave or go home and look after your own place. And yeah, Andrew came home and started trying to bash it out with some cotton sheets because we didn't have a firefighting unit then. We'd not long been here and it was all new to us. We were still researching what we should get. So hence, as soon as the shops opened in the new year, we were out there buying the biggest and the best firefighting unit we could find. And yeah, that stays with you for a long time. But I think maybe we would be better prepared. Well, we would definitely be better prepared this time. So anyhow, on that note, hopefully, fingers crossed, nothing happens today. And we just have a hot day. We get a cool change tonight and then we'll have a lovely day tomorrow and I can get back to normal duties. Thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to like, comment and subscribe if you don't already. And we will see you for the next video. Bye for now.